All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. You saw that, right? Keep applying pressure, right, baby? It's not going unnoticed. It's really not. Okay, you've been a toxic person in somebody's life. You've been a giver in somebody's life. You know, you've been toxic. You know what I mean? And you've helped. You've reached for folks. You've helped people reach their goal. You know what I mean? You've given money without even counting before you gave it. You feel me? Like you've been applying pressure for years, and they've always counted your ass out. But at this point in your journey, you're just like, baby, it's good. I'm good. You good? Can't take nothing from me because I already know what I've been and who I've been in this world. I've been toxic. Yes. I've been argumentative. I've been, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've been reactive. I've spoken before I thought, you know what I mean? Like I've hurt a lot of hearts. And I've been, you know what I mean, like to the ones who needed me to be a certain type of way. I've always been my way. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like if you couldn't accept it, it was like I really didn't care because this is who I am. I'm being authentic. You feel me? So like I've been applying pressure. You've been applying pressure for your whole life, collective. You have not given any fucks. You've been authentic. You spoke your truth, whether they loved you, liked you, disowned you, and left you for dead. You kept it pushing. You kept it pushing. You didn't wait for somebody to come and take care of you. You didn't wait for somebody to come in and be like, okay, here you go. No, no, you didn't do that. But you was there for a lot of folks like that. You feel me? You've been there for a lot of folks like that. You helped them learn how to cook, clean, vote. You know what I mean? Wipe their ass. You feel me? Like, and it's to the point now where you just like, listen, feel how you want to feel. I can't take that from you. I can't. I won't. I won't take how you feel towards me away from you. Because if I was that person that you choose to villainize, spiritually attack, just know, there's a barrier. Me, just know there's a barrier because everything I did was from a genuine place. It wasn't any malice. It wasn't any, you know, hurtful intentions. Like it was raw. It was real. Yes, some some will say that was too much. I understand that. I get it. You know what I mean? I didn't have the luxury of even saying, "Oh, that's too much." I had to accept it. So when it came time for me to educate, and it came time for me to be that role model, that mother, I was just, I was just coming from that place where I had been taught. You feel me? And it wasn't done, like again, I'll say out of malice, out of hurt, out of, you know what I mean? I wanted to destroy. It was never that. It was always the lessons have to be learned. And I didn't understand, like sometimes you can teach a lesson and be a little soft about it. I didn't get that until I was older. You feel me? Because I got two sets of children. I got two, and then I got two, but I didn't learn the lesson until the younger two. Unfortunately for the older two, because they had to watch me be softer with the younger two, and they resent me for that. And they probably resent you for that too. But here's the thing, baby. Keep applying pressure. Keep moving forward. You know what I mean? No matter how you feel, no matter how you wake up, always wake up believing that today is going to be a beautiful day. You're going to make the best of this day. You're going to get everything out of this day that you choose to. Because it's all up to you. Right? At the end of the day. It's all up to you. It's not what anybody else thinks about you. It's not about what anybody else decides you are. You know? Okay. You like, you know what I mean? Like lessons have to be learned. And sometimes, and the reality of it is that we can't choose who we get our lessons from. And that is the one thing I learned at a very young age, collective, is that, you know what I mean? My parents, they were my lessons. They happened to me, but they also taught me. You know what I mean? Because of where they came from. And so nobody ever gave me the soft version. And if I ever got the soft version, it never lasted long. Like I said in my last message, it didn't last long. So I had to accept it for what it was. And I had to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Okay. When I decided to become a parent collective, when you decided to become a parent collective, you decided because you were ready. It wasn't forced on you. You were like, all right, I'm ready. Because I'm going to be honest, I have my nieces and nephews. I didn't want to be bothered. I was like, all right, I can drop y'all asses off. I can take you to the store, buy you some shoes, some clothes, and send you back to your brother, your father, rather. Because, you know, my brother had kids before me. So I was good with that. But then I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I want somebody. I want some little people. I want some little people. You know what I mean? But what I didn't understand, collective, is that the pain that I had endured in my youth, it was a generational thing where it had been passed down from generation to generation, and that I was going to pass it down to mine. Now, I thought because I treated my nieces and my nephews so good, and I was like, all right, baby, okay, you good, you looking all cute, you looking all handsome, now let me take you home, and I went about my life. Didn't realize at that point that my generational contribution was yet to come. Because see, if the truth be told, I watched my sibling, you know, bring these children into this world and they didn't provide for them like they should have. They did what they could, but they didn't, you know what I mean? Like 2020 is hindsight, because I can say that for myself. 2020 is hindsight. You know what I mean? I didn't give mine all that they needed or wanted, so they say. But I was that parent who always had their door open, always had a meal for their friends, always had a kind word, always was reassuring, was always building. Maybe, you know, my children feel some type of way, but at the same time, collective, keep applying pressure because they're taking notice. They're taking notice because you're not faltering like they thought you would. Let's keep that up. Let's keep it out there. Let me project that. You're not faltering like they thought you would, collective. You feel me? They thought pulling away, alienating you. I'm talking about siblings. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about children. I'm talking about the whole spectrum. Take it how it resonates. Okay? They thought pulling their energy away from you was gonna have you falter. Was gonna have you falling back into some, I don't know, old habit. I don't know. Take it how it resonates, right? But they really, really was trying to hurt you, bro, sis. They was trying to hurt you. But you applying so much pressure that they are baffled. You feel me? Their minds are spinning. They're like, what? Because see, they're so used to the old you. They won't give you grace. They're not allowing you the grace to the point where you're looking, I've learned my lesson. It didn't happen to me, it happened for me. What did I learn from it? You've learned, siblings, collective, you've learned a lot through this thing called life. You know? You've lost. You've checked yourself. You questioned yourself. You know what I mean? You took yourself on a journey. You isolated yourself from people, places, and things to the point where you were like, yo, I gotta know who I am. I need to know who I am and why I was the way I was. So I can be authentically present and who I am now. You feel me? So none of us, well, let me not say none of us. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say none of us because even those ones with the silver spoons in their mouth, they going through stuff we can't even imagine. You feel me? We're going through what we're going through on this dimension, and we looking at them thinking they couldn't possibly have even could even understand what we've been through. But guess what? I've experienced, I've learned, I've had conversations. I have clients who tell me who had that silver spoon in their mouth, they who have been through some of the same things that I've been through, but it was hidden. It was hidden. Not to say it wasn't hidden while I was going through it, but because of the fame, the photographs and all that, it didn't seem as if they were going through what I was going through. So I idolized them. We idolize people with the money because we think that their lives are better than ours. And they're not. Trust me, I tell you. I got clients who cry to me saying, "You only knew what I had to endure." And I say to myself, baby, I've endured the same pain. All I'm gonna say is this: the strawberry moon is coming in, and it's calling us to release. This is a download. Take it. It's calling us to release these emotional blockages. These burdens. These blockages. These blockages. You know what I mean? We want to come off as being perfect, and we got the whole. No, we're not perfect. We're all flawed. Just take this opportunity to release that pain, that grief, that, you know what I mean, that part of you that wants to be in control. Because you don't have no control. You really don't. Other than the fact that you set your alarm clock, you get up and you go do what you need to do to make sure you. That's the only control you have. Everything else outside of you. Keep applying pressure. Keep showing up. Keep doing what you need to do for you and yours. And if yours aren't involved, that's fine too. You know what I mean? Just pray that they're doing better than you. Pray that they're doing better. Pray that they're focused on their needs and their necessities. That's all you can do. Is pray that they got it going and they need to go. Right? Regardless of the communication or the connection, doesn't matter. Pray for who you believe in. Pray for who you love. You know what I mean? Regardless if you're speaking to them or not. But keep applying pressure because, see, the more you evolve, the more you're authentic, the more you keep putting 10 toes down and one foot in front of the other, you're undeniable. You're undeniable. Those who counted you out, you're undeniable. You have surpassed all their expectations, all their doubts. You have shown them a new way. You have showed up where they thought you would fall. They counted you out, baby. Keep applying pressure during this full moon, the strawberry full moon. Keep being naive. I'm saying this because keep being naive because I don't want you to become hardened to this world in the way of it. And the way people take shortcuts. They want to get riches and fame, so they sell souls and they sacrifice family members to get what they want. Don't do that. Stay pure. Stay innocent. Keep your hands clean, baby. Keep them clean. They can say what they want to say, but you and the Most High know what you do. They can say, oh, you a witch, or you doing this, and oh, you doing that. Most High, He knows your heart. He knows what you do behind closed doors. So nobody is going to escape any of that karma that they can play with dolls, they can play with whatever they play with. The Most High sees it all. Everybody will be served. Just keep applying pressure and showing up. Never give up on you. Love and light.